Hiya, it's LindaLee, and we are working on signature covers today, and I've been working on some collaging. I have 3 signatures. I've already finished 2, and we're going to do the 3rd one together. But this is what I've been doing. Basically, it's just a patchwork of paper, and I lightly distressed each little piece before I glued it down. And I'm going to sew the signature covers, at least all the way around the outer perimeter. And that's the second one. And we're going to do the 3rd one together. Before we get there though, let me kind of show you what else I've been doing. So I printed, I think I showed you these, that I printed out some journal cards. So what I did with these is I distressed them. I used green, here we go, peeled paint, because I didn't want everything to be vintage photo. So peeled paint, and all of them are distressed around the edges. I did light script stamping on the back. I already coffee treated them. I don't know, I think I'm gonna maybe once I get done with the clip art throughout the pages in the journal, doing a little decorating, I think I might put some clip art on here so it's a little more collagey, if that's a word. But yeah, so I did that. I also remember the picture frame or the film project that we did together for the carpetbaggers. Well, I'm gonna give it a go here. I just don't know for sure if I have pictures to use, you know, that are floral. And what I used is the distressed oxide. I just turned it over, rub, and then I kind of blended. So like there's a little bit here, wait. Alright, so it was a little too light right there. But then I just took my blending tool. For these, I think I've been using the blending brushes that I got from Kelly's shop. And then I just kind of have been blending it to fill in some of the whiter spots. And being that it's distressed oxide, it has a different feel to it. So I've just been letting it dry. I actually did these yesterday and they feel normal. You know, like it really did dry. I was concerned that it would still have that little moist feeling because it is an oxide as opposed to an ink. But the pigment is working really well. I like it a lot. So I'm probably, maybe I'll just go back into my Monet book and see if I still have any of, you know, the lily pad pictures, and I'll kind of box them in, just cut out a few pictures. So I've got that going on. And I already showed you the 2 signatures that I have the collage already done for. And then I have this one. So I kind of got this one basically laid out. I still need to do this side entirely with the inking. I just didn't think you needed to sit there and watch me ink all that paper. So let's glue it down. So I've really been enjoying this particular journal. It's kind of fun that, you know, it's not as grungy as what I would personally do for my own journal. Where's my glue? Oh, here we go. So I've just been kind of lightly distressing. I have to try and remember to stay in frame here. Let's push this up. And so I've been kind of putting this down exactly how I need it with the paper. But if it goes over the edge, what I've been doing is just trimming it and then distressing it. Do you remember how I had these? I think it was kind of like this. I don't know. It doesn't go all the way to the edge, does it? Unless I have just a little bit more border on that one. Or was it sideways? Because I think I had this in here somewhere, right? That's how it was. I do believe. So let's go ahead and put this one down next. But I kind of want to try and have this done in like the next 4 or 5 days so I can get it mailed. That way my client can have it. I guess she's going on vacation, so that way she'll have it to gift while she's on vacation. So I think what I'll do is put this piece down last. I just thought I had better coverage here. So the only difference between a collage and franken paper, because I know we have a lot of new people, I'm pretty certain it's just a matter of the sewing. So franken paper is the same project, only you sew, you know, like you would a quilt. You sew every square onto the page. Isn't that cool? I photocopied this and it had like cellophane tape on it and a tear. So other than that actually being white, but I don't think I mind so much because I brought in, you know, the lighter colors. So I don't have much that's like stark white. In fact, I don't think I have anything. I've kind of treated all of it in some way, whether it be with avocado water or coffee or distressing. And I don't have a burnisher. I think I could probably use like a, you know, those little credit card offers they give you and you have the fake little cards. I have one of those somewhere in here. I could use one of those, but and this is just my script stamp. So I have that I'm kind of using. I don't know though. I think I want to use this paper. It's like a wallpaper. Yeah. I just need to ink it. And then what I've been doing is just trimming it and then distressing the edge. Now, for those of you who might not seen what I do with the covers, the signature covers, what I do is I do not put paper over where it folds, only because I don't want that bulk. Because when you fold, you know, glued paper, it can kind of crease or buckle on you. You don't get a nice clean fold. So I just kind of distressed this page first and then left, you know, that space there so that when I sew it, I'm not folding and I'm not piercing what I've glued onto the cardstock. And this is a light cardstock. It's not real heavy. Okay. So now I'll just trim it. Give it a second to dry a little more, and then we'll do the other half. And then my third signature is cover is done. I decided I'm going to leave it blank on the inside. I'm just going to do, you know, some script stamping and stenciling. And then I'm also going to do another one of these, a full page, so that way I can use it for a couple of you know, like side tucks and pockets, and sew those as well. I'm not going to have a lot of sewing in this one. I am going to put, I think, a little bit of lace on a few pages. I don't know. I guess I gotta talk to my girl and find out. Unless she just says do it. So if I'll just do it. See, thanks for helping me decide. I'm just gonna do it. These scissors aren't the best scissors, but here. Alright, so now I just have to distress some of those edges. So of course it's Friday and the landscapers are out. I apologize for them buzzing around outside. They have been doing it on Tuesday instead, so I thought it was safe. Not so much though. Okay. So now this one, I've got some pieces. I think I want to be a little smaller. And I have so many pieces already cut, I kind of want to try and use some of them. Will this one fit? That's too small. I need some polka dots. I am all about polka dots. I love them, love them. My favorite blouse when I was a kid was, it was pink and white stripes, and it had white with gray polka dots. It was really cool. part that's more colorful. My mom's on the phone. You might be able to hear her. Apartment living, there's not a lot of privacy, not a lot of quiet, but I don't have to do the yard work, right? And let's do some flowers up on top, I think. Yeah. Yes. So I don't know what anyone's got going on for the weekend, but it looks like it's gonna rain. We need it really, really bad. So I think it's, well, we're 2 months into our rainy season and we're at a deficit for rain already. We're like entering, well, if we don't get some rain soon, we're gonna end up into a drought. Oh, it's been such a crazy year. But yeah, if we don't get a lot of water this season, then fire season. See, we have 2 seasons in Florida. We have the wet season and dry season. Or season meaning snowbirds are here or they're not. Kind of the only, that's how we measure season, is by, you know, the population and the amount of rain. Because it's always hot. At least in my part of Florida. I don't know how everybody else does it. But our population, like, normally, well, actually, it's changed a little bit because after Irma, the hurricane, it kind of changed things a little bit for us because we got pretty directly hit and it scared a lot of people away. A lot of the tourists didn't come back after that. But, yeah. Charlie, Wilma, Irma, Sandy. Sandy didn't come here. Actually, we were on a cruise ship when Sandy came through. So I don't know how, you know, my specific area was during that storm. But I know folks haven't been coming. And they're saying we're going to have a more than busy season this year. Like 20 named storms, and I don't know how many they said hurricane wise. I guess I forgot. I just remember thinking, wow, we're already on our 5th named storm for the year, and normally we don't have that until like almost September. So we're a little ahead of the schedule on that part of it. Never a dull moment. Hey, I don't have to sit through blizzards anymore. My friends up north are saying, yeah, we don't have hurricanes. We just have to deal with some snow. So, but I've been itching to travel. Are you guys like getting stir crazy? I kind of am. I was listening to, I have Pandora. And one of my stations is island music. And I made the mistake of listening to it yesterday for a while I was doing an eco dye. And it made me want to go. I've got the keys disease. I need to get out, but it's going to be a little while before that happens, I think. So, the keys are open. I mean, they're taking tourists, and you just definitely, they have a mask thing in place. Actually, it's mandatory to wear masks in any public spaces until June of 2021 in the Keys. So, they're taking it pretty seriously, though. That's good. Just got to keep each other safe. I've been wanting to go to a thrift store too for whatever reason. I don't know, because I don't usually, I mean, I definitely go to thrift stores and secondhand shops and whatnot, but I've actually been wanting to go, like trying to find an excuse to step away from this and get out and go. It goes this way. So, I think I just need to get out of the house more. Like the rest of us. So, I don't know. After I get the collaging done, I'm going to work on distressing the actual journal pages, and then doing some sewing. After the sewing, I'm going to probably do a little bit of decorating before I sew in. It'll be a little easier. But then we'll sew in our signatures. I still have to figure out what to do with the cover. That I have not figured out yet. So, I thought about using a little picture frame that I have from the die color cutters, the little green frame. And then putting, like this inside the frame type of thing, and then layering some fussy cut and fussy cut and laces. So I want to get out some lace. I need to put a little bit of lace in here. I know she said bold, but she also said delicate, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Last piece. And then this part will be done. And we move on to the next. Okay. So I took everything out over the edge on this one. So I just got to trim it down. Sorry for the quiet. Just kind of thinking while I work, I guess. And trying to do it so you can see and I can see. So these are the scissors that I use whenever I'm cutting something that I've glued. And then I go through and I clean them up. But I've got a couple different pairs of scissors for different things. Paper, fabric. Oh, for crying out loud, LindaLee. My fabric ones, though, it's like there's debris or dust, you know, from using them, caught up in, you know, this mechanism, because now it's hard to do this. So I have to go to YouTube and figure out how to get that all nice and cleaned up. Okay, let's just add some more distressing to my edges. Of course, with it sewn, it's probably really not going to show that much anyway, but it just looks more finished to me. I think I'm going to use a green thread. Because I want it to show, but I don't want to use brown. You know what I mean? So I'm going to use a green thread that's kind of close to, actually I think it is this color. So it'll all kind of coordinate. I don't have too much in a variety of greens, but okay, so third signature. Oops. I already trimmed down these papers so that they're, you know, a little more even. It's not perfect, but it's more even. So, and then I'll just put this in here backwards so it'll hold it kind of in shape for now. And I still have one more to do. But I think you've seen enough of my little hodgepodging and cutting and distressing. It's all the same thing, just over and over and over. So what I'm going to do is say goodbye, and we'll come back together real soon, and I'll show you where I'm at. All right, well, it probably will be a little bit of distressing of the pages, but that's a lot of the same over and over and over and over too. But we'll still visit, and you'll get to see some of it. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Be safe, my friends. Bye-bye.